G'day everyone, welcome back to Tom's Brook Farm. Today is a day of getting seed. So Brian is about to come through the gate now. We're going to do our wheat seed. I got to work it out. I did say I needed about 120 tonne, but I got to work it out properly. And then after the wheat, we'll probably go and grab the barley seed. And then after that, Brian will do probably just a load straight back to town because he needs to get in town for this afternoon because he's got his daughter's graduation from primary school, so he's going to go into town for that. So we've got to make sure we've got him out and sorted well before then. So let's get into it. We need enough wheat to do 1,470 hectares. Going at 75 kilos a hectare, that is just over 110 tonne. We're going to get, I'd like to have maybe about 125 tonne of this seed here, and then we will clean that down to 110, 112, something like that would be very nice. Yeah, so Brian's obviously got the full trailers here, the seed train. We're just going to load the front trailer, we'll drive it all to the shed, he'll drop his dogs, and then he'll tip just using the single trailer. I think we're going to do about 4 loads out of here. Once we finish this wheat seed, the guys down there this morning, so they're sorting out the barley bag. They finished that barley last night. Well, there's basically just, I just had to shovel that bag last night, so they're doing that this morning. They're going to move up to my machine, hook onto the seed bag, clean out their chasers, start debagging that, get that ready. So that'll be two chasers full. So then Brian will head down there after we finish the seed, and he'll go and start doing barley seed. Now what I do need to do is get some bulk bags somehow at some point, so that we can just steal a little bit of wheat so we can do our slater boats for next year. But yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get that. I might need to ask the agronomist if he can come out of town just for a trip to bring it out, but I'll find out. Just got the auger all in place. Didn't want to do it yesterday because didn't want to have the lid open, and you never know if you're going to get rain or a heavy dew or a fog or something, and then you get moisture in your silo. So it is all sorted now. So Brian's just swinging around. We'll drop his dogs. He'll swing around under there, and we'll get loading. I'm just waiting for Brian. He's just behind me. We're about to do our 3rd load now. And I can't even remember. I think I was talking to you guys about bulker bags and slider baits. I'm now not doing that anymore because I remembered that with the wheat this year, well, next year, we're just going to grade it. We're not putting, normally we'd put something like Cruiser Opti on it, so the insecticide. So we're not doing that this year because we're going to put that with the liquid in the liquid system on the seeder, so that we have naked wheat, which means that we don't get the dust that comes off wheat. Even when we put the suppressant on at seed grading time, it's just really bad. And when you're standing up on the back of the truck and or filling, And if the wind is going the wrong way, if there's no wind, it's just going, and you'll blow red out your nose, and it's not good. It's not good. So we're going to do naked wheat this year. Still going to treat our barley, but yeah, naked wheat. So what that means is that I can then just draw from the silo into the spreader and do it that way. So no need to get bulk bags and concern myself with that, which is good. So yeah, actually when we get up there, we're going to be moving field bins as well, silo. We got maybe another 7-8 ton that'll fit in the one we're in, and then we'll be shifting it. So all excitement going today. Right, we got that all sorted. So you can see that we had to shift the next silo. So we got 69.3 ton in that silo there. So we'll probably get cost the same the next. That gets us well no, we won't do that much. 130. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I've left Brian to it. I'm heading down to the paddock. I got to go and get an auger for chucking in the VB. And it takes me a bit longer because the augers are currently full of grain, so I'll show you what we do with them. We've got to just turn them around and unload them into the silo, but it just takes a bit longer. So he's going to do that, I'm going to go do that, and we'll meet in the middle. You would have seen that when I unloaded the auger there, I put the auger so I was touching the field bin, and the reason for that is wheat is very heavy, and if you forget about it and you've got the auger up in the air, even with barley and canola it still does it, but what you got to remember is the auger obviously is emptying from the bottom up, so then your weight is shifting all the way to the top, and what it does is it tilts the auger and it goes doop, and it'll come down and slam into your field bin if you're not careful. So it's always best just to rest it on the bin so that it's ready to roll. Okie dokie. Tell you what, now I'm not going to tell you what my ute is yet, but you guys are close to it, put it that way, with your guesses. But the getting things onto it, it was meant to be done last Friday. I was hoping to be picking it up next week. It's going to be delayed like 2 or 3 weeks. I really hope I get it before Christmas, because it's going to be a pain if I don't. But we will see what happens. Anyway, we'll get up here and get Brian loaded. Wheat seed is all finished. Brian's just hopped in his trailer now, and he's just sweeping all the wheat out, because he's going to go straight from here down to Henry and the girls, and they're going to load in with barley seed. And while he's doing that, I'm going to move this auger over into silo 2 and yeah, get this ready because I need to clean that out. Now, do you want to know the silly thing? This is silly, right? So, confined space. Obviously, that is a confined space. Hopping in there is a confined space. You need a permit. Do you know that is a confined space? And technically we should be riding, well, it's his truck, so it's him. It's on my farm, maybe I go to, technically there should be a confined spaces permit for that, and there has to be an extra 2 people on the ground here for it, for getting in and cleaning a truck out. That to me is an absolute joke. All clean. Now what I'm going to do is just start this auger up now. I'm going to go full revs and try and get as much of the grain out up top as I can, and then what I need to do is reverse it, and that's this gearbox up here. It can be a bit difficult when you're by yourself to do that, but we'll figure it out. So I don't have my mic on, you can't hear it. The grain trickling down is sort of what I'm getting at. Anyway, I'll fire this up, we'll rev her up, get some grain out, and we'll go back. Okay, I'm going to need 2 hands, but I'll stick you here and you might be able to see what I'm doing. Well, you can hear that wasn't ideal, but at least I was able to get it in. Sometimes you got to engage it, to spin it, to get it to work. But we'll start it up now, and you're going to see this hopper's going to fill up with grain. Actually, I'll need to turn it back the other way because it is now still in the reverse mode. But yeah, we're now just going to line up for silo 2, which is just over here, and shuffle it in there. Got to climb up, make sure I get that spout in, and we'll be good to roll. You want to know the other silly thing? Is that if these ladders and these bins aren't compliant either, because these ladders are on a vertical. They need to be out on so they're on a 90, they need to be out on a 75-degree angle, because that's why, I don't know, these lids aren't, I didn't get that very straight, did I? These lids aren't compliant. These lids you have to be able to open from the bottom. So who's going to pay for all this? Because it sure as hell isn't going to be the government subsidising us to swap out all these bins, or to add lids you can do from the ground and ladders that are on the correct angle. No, this is huge amount of money to swap these bins out. Yeah, the government and their thinking sometimes can be very silly. guys are getting through that bag, but we only got about half of that bag left, which is good. So what we're going to do, Brian's going to load it out of this, and then that'll be his last load for seed, and then he'll hook his dogs back on. We'll go down to Atherton's there where the 860 is, we'll empty that, come up here, load him out of this, and then he'll go to either Cascade or Town, just depends on the time. I've suggested to him Town, so he makes Town in time, but we'll see what he does. And yeah, if it's not, we're definitely not going to finish outloading today. Outloading will be finished tomorrow, but the guys will be able to start washing headers and cleaning chasers and all that, which is good. We're on the tail end of the harvest cleanup, and the next thing is seed grading, and that looks like that's pegged to start next Thursday, which is the 12th of December. So yeah, it's all go. I'll try and keep talking to a minimum outside. I know that the wind really affects this microphone because it's, well, you see, that's all it is. It's just a GoPro now. Anyway, we're finished with loading with the seed. So we are just now going to load in with the 860, head up to the 100 tonner at Rhiannon and do that. And the guys have finished that bag. So we'll, once we've loaded Brian, we'll then get the chasers up to the shed. And with that, Brian is loaded and off to town. We've got an odd load out here for him. So we've got one full load of barley, one full load of wheat. There's a part load of wheat and a part load of barley. So it just doesn't work out nicely for him. So we'll just see what we do. We're going to finish out loading tomorrow, which will be good. The guys are now going to bring the chaser up and the debagger, and they'll start washing the header front that hasn't been washed yet, and then we'll start getting Paige's chaser clean, and I'll move some augers around and sort all the stuff out that they've been doing today. So with that, guys, we're going to leave the video there. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to give it a like, give us a subscribe, give it a share. I'll see you in the next one.